And we're back, AKers.
Fellow knife and outdoor gear enthusiasts alike, get ready for your weekly hit of AK Blade.
With new knives from Dawson,
SOG,
Rike,
CRKT,
Vosteed,
Kansept,
and QSP. We'll kick it off with the Dawson Knives Warthog.
Why'd you give it like a Boston accent?
Is that what happened?
It's kind of what it sounded like. So,
Boston?
New version comes in 4 different options. We have the black and orange one to showcase today. So this fixed blade is 10.25 inches overall with almost 5-inch CPM 3V steel blade. This particular one has the scorched earth finish, but there are 2 others with the Arizona copper with the clear Cerakote finish. So this drop point blade is 0.21 inches thick with jimping, plain edge, in-house heat treatment, and then it's also got the thumb finger rest, for control, and full extended tang here. Handle is black and orange G10, though there are also other G10 color options.
Alright. Hollow ground blade comes to about 59 to 60 on the HRC scale. This Dawson has a lanyard hole. You're making me subconscious now. And weighs 8.2 ounce in the sheath. 12.6 out. Comes with some amazing fitted black Kydex sheath.
Yep.
The leather lining on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, isn't that something?
It is something.
It's made in the USA. It's just $394.95. There's the downside. From MinimalX.com.
So, wow. I really love the finish. Dawson always hammers out these outstanding finishes. 100% made in the USA is always a plus side. It is a little up there in price. But with Dawson, like Bradford, Medford, or Winkler, you get a knife that will be around forever, okay? Mm-hmm. It will be well worth the cost because you get the quality, and most of the time when it comes to Dawson, it won't be back. And if it does come back, it'll be after a really long time, like years, and there'll only be a few. Like I think I remember that this one was discontinued, or at least one of the Arizona copper Warthogs was discontinued.
Yep.
So
that's true.
You like
Dawson limits the number of knives they release every year. Chooses only a few of each option. They go pretty quick. So what do I like about it?
Yeah.
What do I not like about it? I like everything about it. It's a fine blade. Awesome workmanship. Perfect for my hand. Maybe I should just keep it.
Maybe.
Alright. You ready to move on?
Yep.
Try to move quickly today. Moving on to the SOG Twitch 3. 3 different versions.
Wow.
Revamp of one of SOG's most best-selling models, the SOG Twitch. The 3 is 7 inches long and fully deployed and shows off a 3-inch 154 cm cryo drop point blade, which, depending on the option you choose, will either have a black titanium nitride finish or a satin one.
So handle's aluminum and either the black, gunmetal, gray, or silver. So blade is opened with the back flipper stud, or you can do the dual-sided thumb studs. I will not, because this is an assisted opening blade and I'm just more comfortable with the back flipper tab. Blade is disengaged with the liner lock. Folder has a reversible low carry pocket clip and will have anodized hardware such as the dual-sided thumb studs and the pivot cap covers. Now whether they be black, blue, or rose gold is completely up to the version you choose. You can get this assisted opener for only $79.99 from AtlanticKnife.com.
Okay. Well, honest with you, Twitches are okay. It's a nice little knife. It's a little slick for me, which, it's big on my list. I don't like it to be overly slick. But we should give them credit for 154 cm. And it's a nice design. Very similar to the other Twitch designs. Price may be a little bit high, but
Doesn't leave me anything to say.
I don't really think it is now that I think about it.
I like this one. It's not a bad size, and the steel is 154 cm, which is great. I haven't had any trouble with that steel. I too would have liked a little bit of texturing on the aluminum, but I do carry a Civivi Quibbit, which is just as smooth. So
just Quibbit.
So I really can't complain on that. Overall, it's a good knife. But the Twitch has kind of always been a good knife, and I feel like this is very similar to the other Twitches and should have been more around the $60 range instead of $70, $80, because all the previous SOG Twitches were almost below $50. Now granted, they were lockbacks and they had like AUS 8 or AUS 10 steel, but I feel like this price is going to like limit the people that would have bought it because they love the Twitch 1 and they love the Twitch 2. They just made it a little lower. I feel like it might have, you know, might do better. But we'll have to see. Maybe it'll just be like, yes, I love it, it's great.
Well, I think that, you know, knife companies aren't the market. You know, the large box stores are the market, and maybe $80 is the
I have a question.
price. I don't know.
When was the last time you went into what's a big box store?
Walmart,
not me. Cabela's,
I'm not crazy.
Bass Pro Shop,
Lowe's, Home Depot.
Yeah. When's the last time you went in there and went, oh, $79 SOG? Let me get that.
Well, the type of people who shop in there, contractors going through, may just need a knife and just want to pick it up quick. I mean, you're talking.
But $79?
Look how many thousands and thousands of stores you could sell a whole. That's the purpose of being in those places.
True, but I feel like it's just a little high for just grab it off the shelf. They want like $20, $30 range or lower.
You would think,
I would
but
think.
there's some that just may want they got the $20, $30 range too, I believe.
I'm sure.
All right, let's move on to the.
We're supposed to be moving quickly. Moving on, we're going to the QSP Canary Linerlock.
All right, yep, they did a canary neck knife, and now they have a canary lock. Guess how many options?
I don't know, gazillion.
Close. 18. But give them time; they might get there. Gazillion is definitely a possibility when it comes to the QSP. So, yeah. 18 different options, 9 different colors to pick from, and then because the decision was hard enough, you get to pick between black wash and stone wash.
So we've got the black washed purple option to show you guys.
Anyways, this folder is 2.84 inch, 14C28 in, steel blade plain edge, about 0.12 of thickness. Comes to about 58 to 60, she's already caught me, on the HRC scale. While the ones without coating may be a little higher, around 59 to 61. One can deploy the blade with a dual-sided thumb stud and disengage it with a liner lock. Blade operates on ceramic ball bearing pivot system.
Ah, I hit the table.
Way
Sorry.
to tip it.
I know. So overall length when open is 6.58 inches. Handle scales are G10 with nested stainless liners underneath. Finally, each folder weighs 2.64 ounces, has a lanyard hole, and displays a tip-up, deep carry reversible pocket clip. Catch a folding canary for only $41.95 from AtlanticKnife.com.
Okay.
So, I like this one as well. Little small overall, but that makes it a better choice for an EDC if it's not too big, not too heavy. I wish they had kept the same style of blade that they use on the fixed blade version. I liked how wide it was and the spiraling jimping that they did on it. I thought that really would have made this stand out against other folding knives in this price range. I feel like that was an opportunity missed. Other than that, I really think this is a good knife. Definitely would sell a lot.
Opportunity missed.
Yeah.
I think the opportunity was to get it down less expensive.
Yeah, but the spiraling jimping would have made it amazing. And for an extra $5, $10,
yeah. Who knows?
I think they should have done that.
I mean, it's a nice little knife.
Personal opinion.
It's nice that it's reversible, right?
Yes, reversible.
Okay, so it's nice that it's reversible. Let's see if it has a see-through chassis.
Does it have a see-through?
It does. Looky there. Can't beat that. I like that part. This is not for me. It's okay. I don't like the bland QSP pivot. The knife itself is okay. It's got a nice little blade on it. But I don't see myself carrying this in this color. Blue.
There's a neon green.
Yeah, neon green.
That screams just jewel. Screams it.
I've become a knife snob and have higher end stuff now, unfortunately. I wish it didn't happen.
No, I got a Quibbit. That's not like
this Quibbit.
And I'm going to get a pink one too.
Are you?
Yep.
You're never at a loss of words.
I know. Yeah. Okay, so with that, we're moving on to the...
I don't know. Which one we're going to move on to?
More new knives from Kansept, Rike, CRKT, and Vosteed. But first, make sure to take care of those like, share, comment, and subscribe buttons, as well as that pesky bell. That way you're never caught off guard when new content releases.
How was that? And so you're automatically entered in giveaways. We have the Killer Kizer giveaway going down this month. You double your chances of winning these stunning discontinued carries by becoming an official AK membership. Yeah. Links down below.
So you know you want to win a Kizer Splinter in titanium with S35VN steel, as well as a Kizer Dukes with N690 steel and black sculpted G10 handle. You know you do. Okay, so enter now. All right, anything to declare?
Case included.
about Atlantic Knife? Maybe some deals going on or any new stuff?
Oh, I put more stuff on markdown. We got the Fox Surus. They're M390 and they start at $119.
Surus? Sure it's not Yarus?
Suru. And we got the carbon fiber one at $135. We marked down the wee Sakashis a little bit more. I think we're at $105 on one.
I still haven't got mine. I think I might get
Prickles, just lots of different things.
Prickles. Kansept.
Yeah, it's funny. Some of these deals come along and they're not. I don't think they're taken advantage of enough. But I feel it's probably due to the lack of funds. As you continue to take care of deals, you're all of a sudden like, wow, I spent $1,000 this month.
Open my wallet, moths fly out.
Yeah, that could happen.
Okay, so with that, you have it. So we're back to the table with the Kansept Colibri Tech, or Colibri. Yeah. So just when you thought 2 knives named Colibri weren't enough, you now have a third. So this new folder from Kansept comes in 5 options. There's blackout, gray, green, and 2 different anodized bronze options. So we have one of those bronze options to show you today.
All right, fully deployed. This frame lock is 9.89 inches overall.
One of their biggest knives, I
think. With a 4.34 inch CPM S35 VN steel drop point blade. Blade features a flat grind, 0.137 of thickness, plain edge, very minor jimping, and depending on the version, a black washed or stone washed finished. Blade is deployed with a jimped back.
Not jimped, just regular.
Flipper tab. She always says that to me.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I need to check on
Tell them about the anodized titanium handle.
The handle is anodized bronze, okay? It comes in a variety of colors as we mentioned. Designed by K-Max Rom Design, aka Jonathan. This frame lock weighs just 4.8 ounces and has a lanyard hole. Look at this lanyard hole, that's nice. As well as a tip-up anodized titanium pocket clip for on-the-go carrying options. So you can get a Kansept, excuse me, Colibri starting at just $185.69 from
AtlanticKnife.com. Do your thing.
Okay. And when I say anodized bronze, it's just the color. Okay.
Yeah, it's titanium.
Yeah. So, I think they should have named it something different. Okay? There should never be more than one Colibri. Okay? Now there are, hold on, I got to pull it. 3. I can do this. What is it? The Germans hold it this way, and the Russians hold it.
Oh my gosh, the
I
British.
can't remember. The British. Okay.
Yeah.
1 from Kansept, 1 from Mula, and now 1 from Shilden. I mean, that's 3 right there. I also think the pocket clip should have been reversible. I'm left-handed. I would have liked to have carried this knife in my left pocket with the clip facing outward, okay? I mean, it's just not right. Other than that, the negatives are over. I love the size of this knife, okay? It's slim, it's sleek, still huge though. Reminds me of like a slimmer, if you shrunk down the cold steel Espada this way. I mean, it's amazing in terms of size. Jonathan, I mean, K-Max Rom. You did a fantastic job with this design. The lanyard hole too is an excellent size for my lanyards. I love the color options, especially that green one.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to Max Rom. Kudos.
Wow.
I know.
Good.
It's a rave.
I love it. I love it because it's long and lean and it fits my hand perfectly, which so many knives do, I have to say. Other than that, the blade shape,
material.
you know, it's not the greatest in the world for me, but I like the way it looks. Use-wise, I don't think it'll really matter. It does have a little recurve to it, so that'll be kind of nice to use. But it's got plenty of room for your hand.
It's an awesome knife. It's a great size.
So I'll stop drooling over it and just wipe it off.
Do you like the bronze? Or do you think you're more of a gray man?
A gray man?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to take a deep look at each one of them and see. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't notice that.
What?
The nice little...
the colored barrel spacers.
And they got a nice little color going inside, too. They took it all the way through the knife.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry about that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's progress to the next knife. The Rike Alien 1.
Yep.
Was available in 2 options.
Now,
silver and black.
We're not so sure.
By the time you watch this,
probably,
it will not be available.
Probably not. So.
Oh, wait, no, probably to it.
Ouch. So, very popular blade already from Rike. It's been a long time since they've released something new. So, I like Rike in terms of quality and creativity, just so you know. Anyways, we have both options to show you guys. So, this folder, when opened, is 7 inches overall and showcases a black or gray titanium alien-styled handle. The Bowler M390 blade is 3 inches long with a stone-washed finish and plain edge.
Can't beat that. Very similar in style to the Civivi Mandate, in that the blade is easy to remove and replace. This liner lock of sorts has a lanyard hole and tip upright carry titanium pocket clip. Comes with serrated blade option as well as a black zipper case. Blade is opened manually or with top flipper.
Yeah. I would like to mention that it's a liner lock of sorts because there's a small liner that's been inserted on the top side of the frame for the simple purpose of locking and unlocking the blade. Okay? There's another name for that other than liner lock. We don't know it and probably won't ever use it. Okay?
We're not Trekkies.
Yeah. I do believe denying you're a Trekkie is against the Prime Directive.
I know what that means.
Yep. He doesn't watch Star Trek. If I manage to find it for under $20, the whole series, I'll don that gold shirt with the best of them. So, it's just $197.95 from AtlanticKnife.com. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what I think. You remember one time that you guys ate, we all ate together and we had macaroni and cheese. And Crispy said to me, man, you found a way to screw up macaroni and cheese because I put broccoli in it. Right?
I remember.
But when we ate it all, it was good. That's kind of how I felt about this. I thought, man, I was waiting on this Rike knife. I thought it was going to be awesome. And it's a $200 razor blade. But now that I've looked at it for a while, and I see it comes with the serrated version also, depending how easy it will be to get new blades, man, I really like this knife.
I cannot believe you're saying this.
Well, I like the Rike Aliens.
So do I, but I think we're letting our like for the previous ones to carry over. They're piggybacking on our nostalgia for the Rike Aliens.
I don't know.
That's
Look
what
at
I think
that
they're
pivot
doing.
collar.
Look, I like everything about it, but this.
Well, it's not as thin as a razor blade either.
Look, I like that it carries on the alien style from the previous Aliens, while still adding its own flair with this anodized blue hardware they got on multiple pieces. I just don't love the fact that it's $197. I don't like the Civivi Mandate for the exact same reason. It's what, $89? Both are like, I'm gonna sound mean, I know, but glorified box cutters. Yes, they're quality. Yes, they have high-grade materials. Yes, they're both really well made. They're both, Civivi and this, well made. But the main purpose that this seems to be designed for the price, I just don't see it. Maybe if the blade were bigger and it wasn't a box cutter, if it was just a regular folding knife, I probably would be like, sign me up, get me two.
Well, you're not going to use it for any hardcore purposes, like, you know, I mean, obviously. But you know how, like, when a box comes in and I take out my rat and I go to cut it, it always leaves that glue all over it, and sometimes it gets stuck in certain places, and this right here is perfect for that. Now, I know you're saying glorified box cutter, but you can use it for everything else.
Clean! It's gone!
I don't know. I like the design.
Look, I like the knife if it wasn't a box cutter.
I think you're missing the boat on this one, Admiral.
I'm not missing the boat. I love the look of the knife except for that one thing. Okay? That's it. Maybe it just isn't for me. That's probably it. Just not for me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Speaking of not for me. The CRKT Katana X is on the stage, and Mbombo Frame Lock are next.
Go ahead.
We'll start with the Katana first.
Yay. Go ahead.
I have a strict rule against lying.
You have a strict rule?
Yeah.
Against lying.
I don't do it.
Okay.
So it's manual OTF. And see, I felt like I just did it.
So awkward.
I felt like I just did it by calling it a manual OTF. You know how people will say, you know, I like watching you guys. I gave them like a deeper country voice or something. Because you always tell the truth about the knife. Well, if you don't like the truth about the knife,
probably not the channel for you.
It's probably time to just hit the mute button.
Okay.
It's 4.85 inch overall with a 2.01 inch D2 blade. Plain edge, black stonewashed finish, faux fuller, and 0.13 thickness. Handle is black ivory and sports a lanyard hole. And lanyard.
Yeah. So blade is deployed with the push of the button. Hold on. There you go. Closed, this knife is 2.96 inches and weighs only 0.8 ounces. Designed by Daryl Caston. You can grab it for $34.95 from AtlanticKnife.com. Alright, onto the Mbombo. Mbombo. Alright, so there's going to be two versions. This the budget-friendly one, and a high-end one with Damascus and titanium. Go ahead, C.
All right. His frame lock is 7.63 inch when fully deployed. It has a 3.23 inch D2 cleaver style blade, satin finish, 0.13 thickness, plain edge, and a little bit of jimping.
Yay!
Handle is black stonewash aluminum with lanyard hole and a low profile tip pocket clip. Blade is open with jimped back flipper and disengaged with frame lock. Weighs only 3.5 ounce.
Yep. Also designed by Daryl Casson, which is unbelievable, and based on a knife he commissioned to do for a crew on a SpaceX mission. This unique design combined with extreme capability is what makes this EDC fit for any environment, office, and beyond.
Get it for $54.95 at AtlantaKnife.com.
All right, I'm going to let you go first.
I love this knife. I really do. I'm about to use some words that you probably don't hear in the knife industry. Juxtapose.
Juxtapose.
I love this knife. Juxtapose that one. This is a knife. That is not.
This is a knife. That's a knife.
You know, when you showed me
goodness.
this earlier, you know what I actually thought about doing?
What?
Throwing it across the room and just taking it off the website. I
don't
mean,
know.
look, I like this knife. Well, let's talk about what we like.
Okay.
Let's stay positive here at AK.
I'm more partial to the Mbombo.
Great design.
It's an excellent minimalistic design. I mean, it still acts as a usable knife even though it's minimal.
Yep.
It opens and closes well each time. I flip it, and I wasn't sure it was going to happen that way because of the position and size of the flipper. However, no problems. Perfect to open. I'll take it.
Not much longer than a clip.
I will take it.
But it is nice. Very nice. I would have one of those.
I would have one of these. I will take this one, actually.
I like that Roselle style. I know it's not Roselle, but that.
What about the Katana X, you ask? I'll leave that.
This thing is ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
I don't think we should
It gets stuck. I mean, okie doke. What's next?
What word do we use when we really don't like something?
We don't use that word on air.
We don't use that word?
No, not unless you're in Great Britain.
Is it? I wasn't thinking that word. I was thinking crap.
Oh, crap's okay.
Crap's
We
okay?
don't use that other word at all. I don't know. I would be embarrassed.
I wouldn't want to sign
Put my
my name to
name on
that,
that.
Daryl Caston. This
I
you should
mean,
stick to this one. This one's perfect.
Somebody
I love
out there is
this.
going to be like, man, this thing has a use. You can't even prop your door open with it. I don't even know what the use would be. It's hard to even open. I mean, it's
maybe we just have
unbelievable.
a defective one.
Oh, well, that would be dumb. To mail us a defective one.
That's true, but maybe
You should make sure it works before we get it.
maybe it's
Note to all manufacturers. Before you send us something, make sure it works.
okay.
Or if it's really crappy, send a note saying, I know this is crappy. Please lie. And then we'll just take it off and we won't have to say anything.
Get us a CRKT Mbombo. Good
Great
work
knife.
on this one, Daryl. Excellent work. Love it. All right. Moving on. Go ahead.
Do we have to?
Yes, we want to.
Next knife is our final knife.
Yes.
Oh, yay. The Vosteed Morel. Several options, but we've only got 2 in stock right now, which is okay. There's so many new knives in stock right now.
Yes, they're awesome. Go ahead.
Blackout and regular black, both of which we're showing you today.
Wow, luck is with you, AKers. So the Vosteed Morel has a 2.99 inch N690 sheath foot blade that has a compound grind, 0.118 inch thickness, comes from about 58-62 on the HRC scale, and will either have a satin, stonewash, or black stonewash finish, like these, black stonewash and satin. Handle is aluminum with reversible tip-up pocket clip. Yes.
All right. Blade can be deployed with thumb hole across for our lock.
Hold on.
I'm waiting.
Sorry, I had to
The
do a
second
little out of frame.
Vosteed and RS Knife Works collaboration. It was designed and named in tribute of Adam Harriton, is that correct? Host of Learn Your Land. RS was inspired by the valuable knowledge shared on the channel, and thus the Morel was born.
Yeah.
And it weighs just 3.42 ounce. So whether you're foraging for mushrooms, which we do in this area, or attacking those daily office tasks, which we try to avoid, the most Vosteed Morel is for you.
Yep. So you can find it for just $99 from AtlantaKnife.com. There you go. Comes with pouch and case, of course. Yeah. So I like this design. It's very, very well thought out design, I have to say. I mean, in terms of the versatility of the blade shape, the materials, the ergonomics of the handle is good. The reversibility of the pocket clip, the deployment options. There's something for everyone. Not too much, you know, because it's not overbuilt. Thus caters to all tastes. Nice knife, Vosteed. The only thing I would say is it needs a slightly bigger choil. because I feel like my hand's going to want to slide up here.
I see.
And that's not going to be good.
That's why I like the usable choil.
But that's the only minor nitpick on that.
All right.
Go ahead, see. What do you think?
I gotta be honest again. I am liking almost everything they do. I'm gonna be very disappointed when this slide lock, pivot lock, axis
crossbar lock,
when it goes away. I'm gonna be very sad because I like to play with the knives as a fidget style, which I don't like that term, but that's okay. Very responsive. It's a nice knife. I mean, I would have this one probably. I like the cleaner look than the all black.
I think on this one I do like the satin one more. But it kind of just depends on my mood that day.
Guess what? That's it. Last knife. Don't forget to push those like, share, comment, subscribe buttons as long as ringing that bell. That way you never miss out on new knives or outdoor gear updates. And you get automatically entered in giveaways.
Yep, so right now we have the Killer Kizer giveaway going down right now. Double your chances by becoming an AK member via the link down below. All right. I don't really think we need to ask this, but what's your favorite and least favorite this week?
Wow. Well,
I can go first, and it's definitive winner this week. Favorite. Look at that monster. Look at that earth-scorched finish.
Well, there's not enough of that for both of us to have a
favorite. Ooh, and
that's junk. You know,
CRKT
I do feel like I'm partially responsible for that because I bought it from the SKU.
And you didn't see what it looked like.
I couldn't sign nothing, no name, no nothing. I just ordered from the SKU.
Sometimes they don't tell you.
And
they're just like, hey, here's some new stuff.
If they'd put junk next to it, I'd have been like, look, okay, I won't order that. They should have just done that. I don't know.
I don't understand.
They got to hire another person, take all those back.
Why would you want to sign your name to this?
I don't know. We probably shouldn't be Daryl.
You have such a great knife
here.
He
did, didn't he?
Yeah, I know.
He didn't design that for SpaceX. Elon Musk would have sent that crap back.
That's probably true, and he probably would have told you.
He'd been like, you know what? Send that over to Facebook. They like that crap over there.
That's great. All right. So double your chances by becoming an AK member via the link down below. And did you tell them what your favorite was?
My favorite?
Yeah. Just trying to speed you along. Morel? Vosteed Morel. Wow.
Yeah, I like the Rike, but...
And
I like that one too. Had to choose one.
That's true.
Can't choose 12.
You're right. Go ahead.
All right. That concludes this week's episode. I'm C, and this was...
Jul. Just Jul. Well, we extended this way too long.
Signing off.
Signing off.